Diary. Today, I woke up with the weight of yesterday's revelation still heavy on my heart. The reality of having only 1,000 days left continues to cast a long shadow over me, but I'm determined to find the silver linings and embrace every moment. I sat on my bedroom floor, surrounded by a trove of photo albums and keepsakes. Each faded photograph held a story, a fragment of time that had once been alive. My fingertips traced the edges of those images, as if by touching them, I could somehow unlock the secrets of those days. I chose an album at random and settled into my cozy reading nook by the window, with Copper curled up by my side. The first page held a photograph of my family, a portrait taken years ago in front of our cozy cottage. I was a child, barely able to reach my father's waist, my mother's arms wrapped protectively around me. My father, Jacob Everhaert, tall and rugged, stood with the stoic presence of a woodsman, and his deep, warm eyes mirrored the sky at sunset. Memories flooded back, like the rush of a river returning to its source. The woods surrounding our home had always been a part of who we were. My father was not just a man, he was a wanderer of the wilderness, a stargazer whose love for the great outdoors knew no bounds. His evenings were spent under the vast canopy of stars, teaching me to recognize constellations, to find beauty in the unseen, and to cherish the stories of the universe. I glanced at the clock and realized that time had slipped through my fingers, much like the grains of sand in an hourglass. I had been lost in these memories for hours, and my day had only just begun. But there was a desire burning within me, a need to step beyond these images, to revisit the places that had once been the backdrop of these stories. My stomach began to rumble, and I almost forgot about breakfast. As I walked down to the kitchen this morning, I noticed the smell of freshly baked bread, a scent that's comforting and familiar. It's one of the many things I cherish about our home. My mother, Sarah, has a talent for creating warmth and comfort. She's a potter diary, and her hands shape clay into beautiful pieces of art that fill our home. A pottery studio is a space filled with inspiration, and it's where I often find solace. After breakfast, I decided to take Copper for a walk in the woods. The trees whispered their secrets, and the birds serenaded us as we wandered the familiar trails. Nature has always been my sanctuary diary, and today, more than ever, it's where I find strength and inspiration. As I sat beneath a tree sketching the patterns in the bark, I thought about how much I cherish these moments of solitude and connection with the natural world. I know that in the coming days, I'll fill this diary with stories of adventures and encounters with nature. There's something soothing about sharing these moments with you, diary, and with the world to come. The day is drawing to a close, and I'm grateful for the warmth of our home, the embrace of the woods, and the promise of countless stories yet to be told. It's just day 2, but I can already sense the possibilities waiting to unfold. With gratitude and a heart full of memories, Lily Everhaert.